challenges that we face in mediation, I'd like to kind of break it up into the challenges from the various stakeholders that we face, and the stakeholders being the parties, the lawyers, the judges, and the larger ecosystem. Mediation is a new concept in our country, so most people are unfamiliar with what mediation is, and even if they're familiar, they don't see the value of the process. So parties, for example, especially after they are in conflict, are hesitant to come into mediation because they see mediation as a sign of weakness, and they're unwilling to compromise after the dispute has broken in. And so it is important to change the thought process of our larger community that sitting across the table and discussing and negotiating an issue is not a sign of weakness, but instead is a show of strength, because you hold control over the outcome of the dispute. You're finding solutions that meet your needs, and therefore makes a lot more sense than handing it over to a lawyer and then to a judge who will be deciding how your case goes. So that sensitization has to happen with the parties, so that understanding has to happen with the parties. Our lawyers too, as law students, we are only trained in the adversarial method. We are not trained in the collaborative method. So for lawyers too, to understand the value of mediation is a slow process. Lawyers see mediation sometimes as a threat to their files. You're getting a case closed in 3 months when otherwise it would have gone on for 10 to 15 years, which is a very valid concern. But lawyers also have to understand the value that they bring to their client by closing a case in 3 months as opposed to 10 years. Our judges, hugely important factors in building the mediation movement. And as judges understand the value of mediation, understand the value of supporting the process and finding quick, effective resolution for clients and referring cases out to mediation, the movement will gain momentum. So judges as a community have to be also trained and sensitized to understanding which are the cases that are fit for mediation and which are the cases that need to go out for mediation. And if you look at it just from the larger ecosystem standpoint, we need laws on mediation. It's happening. Over the past few years, we've seen so many changes happening to the law that incorporate mediation, talk about mediation, but we still do need a robust law on mediation that gives full sanctity to a mediation settlement agreement, just the way the Arbitration and Conciliation Act does to arbitration. So I would say these are some of the main challenges. Again, I'd like to highlight that we are fairly new in the formal mediation movement in our legal system, and for the time span that we have been around, I think we've made great progress. But we do have a long way to go before mediation becomes a part of our legal system.